All right, here we go again. So I'm just on my regular phone now. I went to the second Indian store. The first one was kind of off the beaten path in like an industrial area. They took over like an industrial office or whatever it would be considered, and it's out of the way. People don't see it. This one, it's not completely, I mean, where the average person would see it. It seems to be ethnic food mostly in that section of the shopping center, but it's definitely more in the open and people might actually be angry at it more so than the other one. And I felt the difference. When I went to shop in there, it was uh, it was a lot. I could feel like my head starting to swim. I healed it, and then my head came back, and my head felt like it was going to swim again, and then I healed it, and my head came back. So it's hate. So there is some hate against this ethnic people here in Cranberry Township. Fits with what would normally, like, law enforcement investigation. This particular store is out in the open. It's a nice reaction to my Florida Sheriff Association license plate. You been smoking? It's like almost automatic. They can't act natural. I don't know what it is. So again, where the one store is obviously uh, not seen, and it doesn't receive much hate. A little bit. It was kind of weird in there. It was mostly weird for her. She had a lot of stuff was going on, and it just there was no real gel. And again, I'm a white guy speaking to people from India now. Yeah. What are you, a Godfather or something? You got goombas around here. Like they hate that license plate. Do you have any cops around here? So like I'm a white guy that's interacting with it. They hate that. They hate a lot of people believe in segregation. So when we have an interaction, it gets especially initially gets weird. They've actually would talk to them directly. And say, this guy's dangerous. That's what they used to do in Florida and stuff. But so the weird part is this older couple was in there, Indian couple, and the woman, she has the skin tone of my bubby. My bubby looked like she was from India. I don't know if she knew that. She was like Gandhi's mother. I don't know. I think somehow something got mixed. I don't know if the people from India have the blood from the Jews, and it could go back to something like Canaan or something like that, right? And Abraham. But I'm like, that looks like almost like Bubby's sister, but she had long hair. Bubby had short. So yeah, I'm probably the only one in the family that picked up the fact that she looks like she's from India. But there's a connection. If you study Hinduism and you study Judaism, there's a lot of likenesses within the two. probably going too far this one. Maybe something to heal that. My second story was curse pretty heavy. And like they were getting hinked out about me, and I could see that. So, but I knew what was going on, you know. It's a pretty nice store. It's just they don't have the one variety of stuff I like because it's so as far as Indian manufactured foods, like you know, something you throw in the microwave or cook on the stove real quick. It's the only one that's really got a nice saturated fat and sodium profile. It's called company's called Alma. They have some Alma, but they don't have the Alma dosas, which are really a nice change when you consider how much sodium and stuff is in the other stuff. I wonder if I can go across the road into 7-Eleven. That would probably be cheating. Well, they were receiving the vibrations, you know, to segregate. They don't know what it is. Like the term sand and word comes up. So, well, again, a lot of times, like I said, they're being propped up by communities and stuff, and they're having a great life. And a lot of people living around here just, you know, aren't having that life. Right? A lot of distrust and anger in that. I'm sure this they're foreign spy organizations. That's part of it. And spies took over the world. If you don't have a spy organization backing you, you can only get so far. If a spy organization comes to get you, then you have a life like I got to try to clean the microphone of my one hearing aid. The filter definitely worked better, and everything fit, so that's perfect. Even though I had to pay for it, plus the wrong stuff. But I have to take like a toothbrush or something, try to see if the microphone's jammed up. Try to do the Walmart. The stuff I was buying wasn't marked for the price, so that was kind of weird. Like they couldn't even scan. Like I didn't care, but they couldn't even scan it in. It wasn't working, so it took a little while to get out of there. But you know, it's again the same entity, energy, anti-energy action. Oh wait, whoa! Person tried to change lanes on me right in front of me. Jeez. Wonder if they got that weird driving while whatever thing going on. Kind of pav bhaji is like a sautéed vegetables with spices and like it's almost like a dinner roll. And it's inside of it. I guess I forget what they call those things. It's like a Ganesh, but different. And they're healthy. So yeah, they don't have as much sat, fat, or sodium as the other things you buy in there. Yeah, I'm probably one of the few people that walks into an Indian store and looks at sodium and sat, fat. But again, for them, for their sales and for their health, they should be looking at that and figuring out, you know, a line of foods that's healthy. Now, the Walmart carries the one line,
but it's like little meals. Now, Indian people do curse one another every so often, so it could have some of that, but it seems to be based on um, a segregation mindset. Like you shouldn't be here. Definitely a whole different vibe here. Kansas, oh, like Kansas, Oklahoma, so horrible. So is Texas. I just couldn't get back here and drive. Got that trailer, and I was going to drive to my brother's in Philly. Never could get anywhere. I don't know if it's all that much cheaper than Philly here, but it's not blocked like it was there. Actually, I'm not going to go. Definitely people with money out here. So they want me to, they don't even know, but they want me here to heal their people. That's what generally happens. But then they don't let me live. It's like insane. I just freaked this dude out. Trying to pull in the shop, and he walked out of his car. Just looking at this blue line. Right. They're laughing. I think the one. Stay peaceful. Praise God and all to